Gifty, a 41-year-old physically challenged woman, is one of the many disabled persons who were celebrated during a durbar at the forecourt of the State House to mark the International Day for Persons with Disabilities. During the course of the event, Gifty, quite naturally, decided to visit the restroom. Stuck to her wheelchair, she forcefully rolled herself down to the mobile toilets provided by organizers of the durbar. Upon her arrival, she couldn't help but to urinate openly, as the mobile toilets available were not disability friendly.
Say I have a program was I be a program bisa just odimi ana me pese me pupu sa no na just ya kope baby ti say rebi mu no wa yes sa na eya etie we no mu ye no mu wie se o which ye dia ba koklap na wo mu a itimi ba ye no a mapia hu cha na me de alwem na makoju so.
It is so sad to see this lady who is physically challenged urinating on the floor just in between these mobile washrooms. This is because even today, which is the International Day for Persons with Disability, the event organizers failed to provide them with washrooms which is accessible to them. This is not the only situation. Persons with disability continue to have challenge with accessibility.
Considering the number of PWDs gracing the event, it was no surprise this situation was not peculiar to Gifty. 52-year-old George Akotote, who became paralyzed in both legs after an injection from an alleged quack, also had to struggle accessing the toilets.
Well, it's not accessible. When we look at me, for example, I can enter, but I have colleagues that cannot enter the place. So I think something should have been done about it. Somebody with a wheelchair cannot easily go there without somebody assisting him or her. The steps should be made in such a way that it should be in a gradual process so that you can easily get on to it without problem.
Mutala Muhammad had to practically raise himself with the support of his wheelchair so he could urinate at the entrance of the toilets.
The reason why I'm still there till now is the moment I went there and I reached there and I opened the door, I was thinking, so how can I access this place? So I have to close the door again and go and set some place so that I won't block traffic, so that everybody can get access to it. But so that I also think of how am I going to use the place. I came back and came and raised up the wheelchair on my own, and actually I risk my life to do it, because anything can happen. What I'm doing, I can easily somersault at the back because I'm only doing it. Nobody is helping me at the back.
When questioned about the embarrassing development, the acting executive secretary to the National Council of Persons with Disabilities, Kwame Nadazi, said all efforts were made to procure more accessible mobile toilets at the event.
One of the issues that we raised with the organizers has to do with accessibility. So I remember when they brought the mobile toilets, we inquired from them whether they are accessible. But what they told us was that, to be frank, they don't have accessible mobile toilets. So that is why the condition, in terms of accessibility, there was nothing like accessibility in the mobile toilet. We apologize for that, but these are some of the challenges that we have.
Persons with disabilities in Ghana still face numerous challenges with accessing public areas.
People look at you and they are like, you can't sweep. Coming to rent a compound, a house, you have to be able to sweep. Since you cannot sweep, we cannot accommodate you. Still, if you want to come in, then by force, you have to come with somebody who will be sweeping for you. Apart from that, even boarding, trotro, or car to work is also another problem, or even to school is also another problem, because the perception is that, especially early in the morning, if a driver is picking a disabled person, it is a bad luck. That is the perception that people have, and for that matter, they don't want to pick. 3 months ago, it was bad. There is this driver that I used to pick in the morning, so he saw me coming from afar. There, he beckoned me that, oh, come and let's go. There were 5 men, gentlemen in the car. The moment they saw me coming as a disabled person, then they alighted from the car.
And until duty bearers address this problem, many PWDs will continue to face embarrassing situations like these.